Hey there everyone, Trevor here, bringing you another exciting Pokemon Wi-Fi match. First off, sorry for being late again. I'm still dealing with that family emergency thing I talked about in the last video. I mean, it's taken a long time and I had a couple problems getting this video up, like internet failing and all that, but it's going up now, so we should not have a problem. So without further ado, let's get to the battle. This one, I'm playing the same team, same thing as always, just trying to get Trick Room set up, do it fast, First little announcement, the next couple videos I do, I'm going to be using a different team because, I'm sure you're getting a little bit tired of the Trick Room team. So, I figured why not switch. So, next video, you have something to look forward to. Next video should be up on Sunday for sure, because this time I'm going to make sure I have the video done by Saturday night, and I'm going to tell it to self-upload, so everything will be cool. So anyway, moving to the battle, I have my Trick Room set up. I've already used Clampearl. They set up some Stealth Rocks, and, I'm just doing what I can to get some cheap knockouts with Clampearl, I knock out a Scizor with a Surf. He sends out his Whimsicott. I get Encored. I go for a Surf, and I only get 49 damage. I don't know. Oh, yes, I'm sorry. I went for the Surf because he Encored me and all that. Otherwise, I would have went for Ice Beam. So anyway, he sends out his Latios. I switch out also, send out my Mass Spirit. Lose a little HP from Stealth Rocks. He goes for a Draco Meteor. Very powerful hit. Luckily, it does not knock me out. So, I go for another Trick Room, get it all set up. He calls his Latios back. He sends out Gliscor, sorry. I use Healing Wish to knock my Mass Spirit out, and it also full heals my Clampearl. Not too bad. Lose a little HP from Stealth Rocks, yeah. So he goes for a Protect, smart move on his part, trying to wear out the Trick Room. I go for an Ice Beam, which fails. So he switches out again, good move. He sends out his Tentacruel. I hit it with an Ice Beam, and it does a decent, not even that much. I mean, it barely does over Stealth Rock. Tentacruel's kind of a big wall, and I can't really hit it that well. So I hit it with a Hidden Power, because it's my best attack. And he uses Knockoff. I was not expecting this, and I lose my Deep Sea Tooth, which means now my Clampearl is almost completely useless, as Clampearl without Deep Sea Tooth is, just bad. So very, 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 very smart move on his part. He got rid of my item. I'm stupid and do it again. I thought Knockoff was a normal type move, but unfortunately it's not, and he knocks my Eviolite off my Dusclops. So, this game is looking horrible for me because I've lost two of my most important items. I try and get another Trick Room set up. So I switch out. I send out my Clampearl because I had actually asked the opponent at this point, would my item come back if I switched out? He said it would, but it turns out we were both wrong. So I don't know why I sent out Clampearl. It was just kind of a waste. So now I send out Aggron. Get hit by a little bit of Stealth Rock damage. He hits me with a Scald, expecting me to switch out. Does a lot of damage. Then burns me also. So this game is not looking too good for me at all. Looking horrible, in fact. So I go for a Head Smash. It critical hits, and it does get the knockout on Tentacruel. So now I don't have to worry about that thing anymore. Tentacruel is a huge problem for my team. So I live, and I go for the Head Smash, of course, but he protects, being very smart, so I would have missed anyway. So the burn takes out my Aggron, and Trick Room is over, too. So it's looking bad, bad, bad for me. So he goes for an Earthquake, does a decent amount of damage. I go for Psychic, does almost knockout. Wish it would have been an OHKO, but, can't always be that lucky. He calls back his Gliscor. He sends out Whimsicott. I go for another Psychic, and I do get the knockout. I don't think he was expecting me to use Psychic, so yeah. He sends out his Black Kyurem, which I actually thought was an Uber at this point, but it turns out Smogan thinks of it as an OU, so yeah, I allowed him to use it and everything. So I hit it with a Psychic. He goes for another Dragon Claw. Unfortunately, he gets the knockout, so still not looking good for me. I send out my Dusclops. So at this point, I'm out of all my heavy attackers, like Aggron, and because Clampearl doesn't have his item anymore, it's not going to be able to do much. So I set up Trick Room just in case. He calls back his Kyurem. He sends out Gliscor. I used Pain Split because he expected my Pain Split, because either way I was going to gain a lot of HP from Pain Split. So he sent out Gliscor, which already had damage, so I gained less HP. So I send out Clampearl. He goes for a Protect, smart move on his part again, but unfortunately it fails because I didn't attack. So I go for an Ice Beam, and even though I do not have my item, it's still enough to get the knockout. So 3-2, I have more Pokemon left, but I'm missing very key parts of my team, so I don't know. I hit it with an Ice Beam. Unfortunately, it does not do enough. It probably would have had I had the correct item. He goes for Fusion Bolt, gets the knockout on me. So he's got a Latios full HP, and I have a Dusclops almost knocked out, and a Moongus full HP. So not looking too great for me. Trick Room wears off, so he gets to attack first, and he gets the knockout again. So I'm down to my last Pokemon. I don't know if I can pull this off. I mean, it's not looking good for me at all. So I go for, or he goes for a Fusion Bolt. It does a decent damage, but it's resisted, you know. I go for Spore, get him asleep. So now all I have to worry about really is that Latios, which unfortunately is a Psychic Dragon, and Psychic is super effective on my grass. So yeah, I go for Giga Drain, does barely any damage at all, and I don't have another attacking move, so it looks like this game is over. So it looks like I lost one. He goes for a Psyshock, does a lot of damage. Yeah, I go for Giga Drain to gain a little bit. That's it. It's his game. He played very, very well. You know, his knocking off my two key items in this game was very well played, and you know, props to him. He did a very good job. So thank you guys for watching. Once again, sorry about being late and everything. This will not happen again, I promise. And thank you guys for staying by and watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe. See you later.